Hello everyone! I did this makeup based on the fact that I was actually going out all day and then would be coming home to quickly top up my makeup to then head out at night. So that's why I was aiming for a full coverage. Hope you enjoy the video. Yep, that's my Instagram and my Facebook if you'd like to keep up with me on other social media platforms. As per usual, starting off with my Holy Grail Urban Decay Primer Potion. This stuff is flawless and amazing and I love it. Then going in with my Australis Press Powder just in a light shade to set my eye base, so when I put shadows on, they go on nicely. This here is a Nutrimetics Oil Prevention Moisturizer. It really does work. I've put that on as well as my HD Face of Australia primer to make sure my face is matte and my makeup is long lasting. This is just a cool toned neutral colour from the Steel Soul palette. Buffing, blending, buffing, oh my gosh, buffing that into my crease with my Sigma E40 brush. Then I'm grabbing the exact same colour on one of the best brushes of all, my finger, to pat over my eyelid. Pigment packs on better sometimes using your finger. So that's what I'm doing there. And then just going in with a shimmery brown shade from the palette. It's like a medium brown, not the darkest shimmery brown, but the medium shimmery brown straight over the top of that for some shiny pigmentation. You can kind of see it there. That's all I'm doing before I blend that out with no extra product on my Napoleon 10R brush. Then I actually pick up like the neutral white shade from the Soul palette shortly, and I blend that in between. Oh my god, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry, that's one of the highlight shades from the Steel Soul palette. Here, I actually picked up, this is what I was talking about with the neutral white shade, and I blended that in between my highlighter and in between that cool toned transition shade to make it kind of blend nicely. Then going in with the darkest brown shade from the palette with a Models Prefer angle brush, and I'm only putting that on the very outer part of my eyelid before blending it out with that little stubby brush there to kind of mimic a little bit of wing liner, but obviously not as intense as using a liquid. Then going in with my Urban Decay Perversion mascara. If you've watched a couple of my videos, you know this is my favourite at the moment. And just coating my lashes all over. Going in with a foundation, liquid foundation from Clarins. This is my first time using it, with a little bit of my L'Oreal True Match in DW40 just to ensure that my makeup matches my neck. That's what I'm doing there, showing you how in that light it doesn't match, but when I sit further back you can see my neck matches my face, matches my neck, matches my face. That Clarins foundation is flawless. I think I do it, yeah, little thumbs up because I'm very impressed with it. As per usual, going in with my Go Camo by Australis and my Nutrimetics highlighting cream to do my under eye concealer and my under eye highlight, using my Napoleon Duo Fiber brush to buff that in, followed by my flat shader brush and that same Australis shade that I did on my lid. So it's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, so it makes a nice highlight. Going in with my Australis Press Powder just in a darker shade to buff over the rest of my face with my brush from Kmart. I think the brand was like UBD or UB something. But yeah, that's what that is. I've mentioned it a couple of times, never really know the name. I just know I picked it up from Kmart and I'm pretty sure it's still there for sale in black packaging if for whatever reason you would be interested in picking it up. Right, anyway, this is my Essence bronzer, going in with my MAC 187 brush to very aimlessly just kind of fluff that around my face. Then this is a Estee Lauder blush that kind of comes in a quad, and I'm just using a light neutrally pink shade. Then going in with my Nude by Nature highlighter with my Real Techniques brush and putting it on the high points of my cheekbones, and I also put it in the usual down my nose and Cupid's bow. That was me just highlighting the inner corner before going in with this, and it's gone, but that was me using a Models Prefer Nude pencil. Then just going in my Jordana lip liner to outline my lips. And then going in with my Jordana lipstick just to fill in. Nude lips today. I love nude lips. Then going with my L'Oreal lipstick. I'm only putting that in the center. And then going over with a lip gloss. I'm pretty sure this one was by NYX. Just doing a close-up so you can see what the makeup looks like. So it is full coverage because, like I said, I literally was going to be out all day, all night. So I want it to be full coverage so when I topped it up in the afternoon, it was still looking, you know, like I had makeup on. But I just kept the eyes neutral and the lips neutral. Then I went out for the day with a girlfriend, and we actually went for a massage, which I thought I was going to be able to sit up for. I ended up lying down on my face. So, not on my face, lying down on my tummy, but my face was pressed against paper towel, so you can see where my makeup has come off. So, I'm going in with my Models Prefer brow kit in dark, and I'm defining my brows and going over them, and then following it through with putting the brow powder over the top. Then just my Ardell brow gel to lock them in place for when I go out in the evening, because they got all disheveled when I was getting my massage done. Then I'm actually using the same cool toned powder I used for the daytime look. However, I'm using a more defined blending brush. I'm using my Napoleon 10R blending brush, so the colour is more precise in my crease. Then going in with a tiny definer brush and the dark brown shade from the Steel of Soul palette just on my outer V to, I guess, define that up before I blend it out with my blender brush. This adds a little bit of drama, a little bit more attention for going out when it is darker at nighttime. Then using that cool toned original colour and blending that in my waterline. Then going over with the exact same shades I used in the morning, which is that shimmery brown shade, to tap all over my lid. Here I am using a little bit of black shadow on an angled brush, the same style, the same technique I did in the morning. However, it is darker to accommodate for nighttime outings. Similar thing, drawing a bit of a winged liner look with a tiny wing. Instead of using liquid liner, then blending it out here with that stubby, chubby blending brush. Then going back in with that black and that same angle brush and just lining under my waterline, so that's a little bit smoky and dark, and blending it out again. Lots of blending. Then I've switched up my highlighter to Soft and Gentle by MAC because it's much more in your face, much more highlighting, popping it in the inner corner. And you'll see me use this highlighter again later on. This is my Maybelline, it might be called Definer Line pencil eyeliner, and I'm putting that in my waterline, like my above waterline. And you'll see the pencil has slipped and it's kind of drawn a little bit on my outer corner there. I don't know if you can see it. And I just blended that out with that stubby blending brush. And so you can't see it. And just going in my lower waterline with that same pencil, Maybelline eyeliner. Going back over my lashes with my Urban Decay Perversion mascara. and then I go in with my Essence mascara over the top of that. Doing 2 different mascaras will kind of add to thickness and volume of your lashes. And I've done a boo-boo and got some mascara on my face. Bloop. Then just putting that same mascara on my lower lash line to make my lashes defined because there's so much powder down there. That's how the eyes look. Now, this is not something I would usually do. I would not generally put liquid products back over the top of powdered products because I did this step in the morning. However, because I had the unexpected face down massage, I lost a lot of foundation, which I did not think I would do throughout the day. So I'm just going back over with the Nutrimetics highlighter. I tried to use the smallest amount, as you can see, just to blend it out, but I did need that little bit extra full coverage on those areas where it had lost. But like I said, I wouldn't usually do this because it would result in makeup looking cakey and would probably encourage to clog my pores, as it was like thick makeup on top of thick makeup. So however, that's what I've done for this video, and then just setting it with my pressed powder. I did only use a light amount. You can't tell because you couldn't see what I picked up in the pan, but I did only go in lightly with this. That's the end of my story about that. Then using that same foreign brush with a dark shade Australis pressed powder that I use in the morning just to go over those areas. Again, I only dip this in lightly, and you will see at the very end, my makeup is pretty full, like it's high coverage, but you can still see my skin through it. Going in with my Lancome bronzer and my pupa brush and just doing a little bit of contouring around the forehead and also in those cheekbones. Then I've switched to my Essence bronzer again with my MAC 187 brush and bronzing over those areas. This is a blush shade from that Estee Lauder quad I used in the morning. I've just gone in with a darker colour. So that's what that is there. And there I am using Soft and Gentle again with my Real Techniques brush. Putting it on my nose, down my nose, on my Cupid's bow, on the high points of my cheeks, the usual areas, a little bit on the forehead. Then going in with Strip Down by MAC, I am outlining my lips. And I think I fill them in a wee bit, yep, just kind of filling them in there before going in with this is like an Australis nude pencil. It's very nude, so I don't like to leave it that colour because it just blends in with my face, as my mum says. So next I will go in with some Myth lipstick, which is nuder, but I'm only putting in kind of over my lids in the centre-ish. Then a little bit more of that Rimmel that I used in the morning and patting it out with my finger so it blends nicely. Then going in with Lip Gloss by MAC, and that will be the entire finished makeup look. So as you can see up close, you can still see my skin through it because I ended up rubbing my face all over a massage table. But that's pretty much the finished look. This is my version of a daytime to nighttime makeup. However, you may want to wear this nighttime makeup in the daytime. Completely up to you. Like I like to say, there's no rules when it comes to makeup. This was just a guide in case you guys found it helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Bye.